Trust the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart, as I sun ray my art, or make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks must be made, knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart, as I sun ray my art, or make the patriarch. Social media saviors are fakes, marks must be made, knowledge one is when the run and base rock. I rose up, took a shower, purified my arc field, took copper for a wall to ensure my chlorophyll is pumped. Done some cross for sure, I floored to build solid foundation. My crown chakra, clean hill, pound the pavement. Sacred route, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman in jail. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you can teach math, a humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire on them, as the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that for them, destroy this de facto government and its clones, establish big household, she may restore them, the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart, as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks must be made, knowledge more is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, raise the heart, as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks must be made, knowledge more is when run and base rock. Note yourself, quick plan, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk is fast. Most of guys vaccinated with chips in their cash, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grist in their cash. Watching videos without the subliminals, predictive programming weirdo, strong special shows, the lands contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water, and skies not fire, liquid chemicals, technology.
Yo, oh, what's up, baby? Yo, they're trying to hide who's out. Yeah, I'm not gonna give them no energy, man. Fuck them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's more people come on in. I'm gonna kick the Willy Bobo, man.
Get me here.
For real.
In front of my desktop, perusing these speech and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a X-box. Off the chart, I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh short water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, but she's the best sport. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks must be made, knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's
say it out, get him in here. What's up, sis? I know you right there. Oh, it's gonna be a doozy. Get the day started right. Thank you for it being Friday. I mean, thank God, yo guys, thank y'all for this fake ass Friday. Oh, this is fun. This is fun.
You've always had a father, an author of your flow. The show fire starter, the cause of your glow. But the trail I blaze, I pray you turn from it. The hill I've raised, I pray you don't burn from it. The work I put in, I pray that you earn from it. The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You my splitting image, little darker, little taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Little chief, I'm still teaching you like he got game. My healing reaches, baby, lock that chain. Black hills being true, you ignite, lock chain. I feel the releasing of light and drops of rain from the SoundCloud.
Ice.
Your crown sprout, but unlike me, shine you haven't turned down out a smoke screen which surrounds you, shrouds your sound. My shout allow your genius to astound the crowd. My beloved, you scintillate profuse, you my beloved. You resent fate, foolishly, you my beloved.
Oh, they got horses over there. That's nice.
Truthfully, you my beloved son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, showing your vision is reaching my descendant when filming your intuition extends. The lenses felt when your cinematographic flashes of your scripted class get your inner magic, dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects. Master surpasses the average class, stretches the facet through the scope of life's Kodak. You see classic. The question you have is mathematics. Please ask it, son. Versus classroom. So put your hand up. And last boom, you already knew the
what is
answer.
over there?
I've raised God to give me another chance for the love of my life. My wife just a romance. In the misconception, no time. My second guessing is this that you knew who was who. Through a reflection that she showed you of me many years ago. Special features presentation appears to show you my beloved. You sent to make refuge. You my beloved. You resent fate, foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate, truthfully, you my beloved. Son, in whom I'm well pleased. Now, Samuel, I am for sure that this signal is a scramble or deprogrammable.
Come on in. Give a little salutation so I know who's in here. All right? Appreciate it.
If you must mine, I'll be the first.
It's going to be good.
Patience through abstinence amongst other lessons. Perfect my craft and talents. Balance of our legacy in the black oaks talents. Face adversity. Overcome all challenges. Generational wealth cultivation. Child sent to us. Can't make the same mistakes. Of past disrespect, let's create after we strike relapses. Type of atmosphere, redirect the fire, recalibrate the energy to propel us higher. As sovereign oxygen atop of this species, I look at all three of my sons. On God, I see that you my beloved. You sent to make confusion. You my beloved. You resent fate. You my
Dad, what's going on? Grand Ascension. What's happening, my Yohade? What's happening? I can speak a lot of the language. Don't get it. I just don't because I know nobody's studying. If y'all were studying Chickasaw, I'd be speaking a lot more of it. But y'all, not everybody goes to Choctaw. So, you know. But we also used to we all used to speak a lot of languages. And we used to speak Creole. And that was one of our main ways of communicating other ways that are long lost. Somebody asked, I told y'all who gave me this. I've had this for a very long time. It ain't supposed to be touching the ground like that. I've had this and I still utilize it. Don't think I don't, but the covenant I have is not what they have. Like I said, usury is usury, and whenever you use something, you change it. This was given to me by a friend of my Jewish uncle. It doesn't have no Star Brand fam and all that crap on it. He gave it to me while I was in the military. He says, take that with you, protect it, and you know, I had that goofy stuff with the little things, the little cloth, the loin cloth. I still got it. I never wore that. Those ain't proper. The fringe thing, we're the fringes, but that's a whole nother dynamic. Because you have people be asking questions. You have people ask questions. I don't think they really want to answer. They want to consummate the relationship to the stuff they have. Like they want to stay stuck in ignorance, and I don't do that. And you know, my Jewish saying, he knows who we are. You know what I'm saying? So people can believe whatever they want. When I get back, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna get set up and work. I got my Carhartts on and everything, but I got my cowboy boots on. They're work boots, but I don't work in them. I mean, I used to ride horses, and when I work my farm, I wore them, and they're a brown pair. But I want to read some stuff to you because I guess people see information, or I don't know, people repost, I don't know what it is, I didn't see it. And they asked me, and I says, look, I got a PDF, had it for a long time, I'll read it to you. And so I went to download it again, and it's twice, and I do have it. And I gotta get rid of one of them, so I already had it. I was so much, I just didn't want to, I didn't feel like searching through it, and so I just re-downloaded it, I knew where to go. So I'm gonna read it to you guys. It's not a long read, and hopefully it'll bring a little enlightenment, because you know there are people looking for certain information for revenue. I'm not here to dismiss them because they do great work. I'm not gonna say no names, but take the time to research the information and see for yourself. Not every information, we take information like a grain of salt. That's why I say it's important for everybody to research it themselves. Does it mean that it's real? In this time, maybe. And there's a possibility, even with the truth, there's a lot of things that are misleading. You know what I mean? So next month, me and T, hey, we got to come down there and get a storage facility. So in a week or so, I'm gonna look online. But if you know one that's kind of cheap, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and we're gonna bring a lot of stuff and put it down there. We're gonna bring a lot of trucks and bring it down there, and then finish building our stuff. We might need a hand to get our stuff on the truck. So if we can get a couple of y'all, we'll cover that. You know, appreciate it. Because to me, that land with my enlightenment is becoming a disease because of the individual, and I don't want to talk bad about them because I want to deal with them. Because I can litigate my own affairs with a perversion, and mind you, gathering a lot of information, and I hope this little witch card and their little entourage of that, like saying, stick to their little horse, and I realize that I'm not the same as everybody else. Citizen, I'm not a citizen. I am not. I'm nobody's goofy Negro. I'm damn sure not no black, whatever that goofy shit is. Could I do a lot of stuff with it? Absolutely. You know what I mean? But you know how I go. Because the world is, you can't contest with a dumbass world. Let me let this finish playing, and we'll get it in. We got dumb people in the world, man.
I'm in my own throne. My own skin, no clone. I'm in my own zone. Within my own home. Because the nights fly blown, look for me in a cyclone. Microphone, my own soul, my own skin, no clone. If that still be what's them foreigners are long gone.
In my music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. I'm gonna change, got a bounce up. The oppressor's about to get ousted. I'ma lay him out, execution style, too late with apologetic claim. You grabbed at a coca, blame by God, it's overdue, your time is to the end. Got y'all silent without sin. He put me on the letter, but justice to win. Your rest is about to get rolled up. Some presses attached to the war zone. Revolution gets started in Arizona. I'm a mission about like Jericho. Back by the honorable, who sits at the pinnacle, who judges the hypocrite, who's cynical with the pitiful simple. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of protected servers. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill this. Don't think any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who have it to withstand. Or kneels too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe in GC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the wrong when it got the dome. When it's on the zone, all red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I write. I'm above, I've been given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' Let him off, so pass the kite. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, ain't no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean it every day, every little thing. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful. You want to be like Trump. Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like nobody ever stopped.
Thomas. What Thomas is doing. Yo, what's going on? What's happening? So I'm over here in Benson. I'm just gonna I gotta wash some undergarments. It's like one load, and my shorts, my work shorts, because it's still hot as I'm wearing long pants jeans today because of the mosquitoes. I'm gonna see if they got something to keep them damn things away and pick up some fly bags. That's about it. It seems like, and I stated this twice. People are losing their goddamn minds, and there's nothing I can do to, I can just point it out and just say, take the precautionary means to curtail it. And I know it's hard to accept it. I had this conversation when I was over here yesterday with one of the guys who knows it, and he's originally from Boston, and he might come over and watch us later on, but he works 2 jobs when he's rested. And, he works security, armed, and he works at a certain store up here. And he was having this debate with a couple of people here, and they didn't believe it. And I says, the original and the only cowboy are us. It's just no way around it. It was kind of derogatory, the slang behind it. And everybody thought that we were never the cow hands. We were the original cowboys. We created all the last you see which called Murphy and all them doing. We were the ones who created it. The saddle. We invented the saddle. I read the inventions, and there's a plethora more inventions that a lot of y'all know nothing about. Stop signs, the colorization of them, all that kind of stuff. And I literally had to give that individual a class and give them information to research it. You can't. One thing I've learned long ago, you cannot facilitate or make people accept or believe, regardless of what you know, especially when the state of deploration has been so deep. When I expressed that we were the original militias, people thought I was crazy. Continental Army and all that. People have a hard time because everything has been whitewashed. And when I said, well, when did your family come here? Oh, well, 1940. So whether 14, 16, 17, 1800s, who are you to say otherwise? But I've given you all the sources of information, and they eradicate it because every one of our people who are indigenous, they use fake faces to play the Indians in the 70s, all the way through. And some of our people are still playing it, Jim Kelly, and on and on. And I says, I know it's hard to accept that, but I can't do nothing because it's hard for you to accept the truth. our people are so running around lost that, I use the Bible or the Torah and all that kind of as a reaffirmation of information. But today, when we get back, we're going to read some articles from the database. I said I would use the government's database to point out certain things. I've been to the Library of Congress a long time ago, and I used to have that little camera taking pictures. You weren't supposed to, but I did. And I'm not here to make anybody believe anything. There's facts, there's truth, there's plausible deniability as well. Either way, it's not what matters to me. It's just either you know or you don't know. You know what I mean? And I'm not here to convince people of otherwise. You dig what I'm saying? I'm here to share it, and they can accept it. They can dismiss it. They can say, nah, whatever. It's not on me. It's on them. And then they either find out or they won't. There's a lot of people who go into the dirt to be held in the ground for, 6 feet and all that other, with a talisman over their head. And they'll never have any idea, no clue. Oh man, you gotta be in my spot. Let me go over here then. Jump back over here. I want to throw my load in, but it's like 5 people in there. Well, 5 in my spot, my handicap spot. And I don't even see the handicap placard. Let me see if it's on there. All right, he's got a handicap placard. Oh, this one don't. Let this person know you in. Oh yeah, they do. Damn, Red. All right, I saw it. I'm not blind. My eyes are really good, pretty decent. They're healing. I wear them glasses. When I do, my eyes get worse. All right. So let's go ahead and take care of this. I'm gonna pick up my sandpaper and stuff like that. Some more screws for T. Even though all those we're gonna both use, and I gotta pick some more 2x2s up. I told him I'd be back. That's why I paid for it yesterday. But people are going crazy, and you can't say it that way because it'll upset people, and I know. But don't ever rile. You don't go into the alligator pit and rile the alligators. If you don't know how to grab their under chin, you don't go stirring things that don't need to be stirred. And some people think that they can stir stuff based on their idealization. I don't have hate to be giving to people. I know I dislike, I say I hate certain things, and that's a fact because they're not good. But it's the people who are the most religious who gets caught up in all they foolish, and they carry on in another vernacular, another way that has nothing to do with anything. It's not about how intelligent or smart you are. Every one of you are intelligent. You're incredibly smart. But some people, they're fighting their own demons, and they think they can have help. They can fight them by themselves, and it's not going to do it because a lot of people are fighting their own demons with misinformation, and then they wonder why they still have these so-called demons. It's because they won't relinquish. They won't relinquish the arbitrary to their freedom. They'll keep themselves stuck, enslaved in a certain mentality, and they'll use that like victimhood. Like, I got to lash out. If I'm not around you and I ain't got shit to do with what's going on, and everything was good, and you still had a way about you that was fucked up, and you didn't like what came out of it on the other end, that's like on the board, the chopping board. That's on you. It has nothing to do with anybody else but you. I'm not going to tolerate the fact that people are breaking down, and I'm supposed to consummate a relationship with it. There ain't no way in the world. I'm back at doing Tai Chi. I'm back at shadow boxing, I'm not messing with the weights right now. It's mental. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is to get deep. Wow, it's nice carpenter pants. Nice. It's a way to get back involved with self. I look at the people here who walk around, regardless of all the medication, because the line be long, and they eat whatever they want. I'm not saying there's a benefit from it. And I'm not telling them to become vegan and all that other bird fruit freak crap. I'm saying be mindful of what you're doing. I know people trust in the very government that has subjugated them. I don't want to take from the placebo effect or create one, but there are realities. There are things that are played out over this diaspora of America, and it's confliction and confusion. Hopefully what I read when I get back will help. And I'm not to respect people going crazy. I'm not here to disrespect it either. But I don't have to parlay. I don't have to hold court. I don't have to. I'm gonna throw it out there because some people are gonna see it and they're not gonna take it responsibly. And I always say, well, even if you don't have to take it and wear it, but even in the take of it, you may be the one that can assist that individual. Not every one of us can assist everyone in everything. But it doesn't mean you can't seed something. You can't seed the soil. I see us as soil. I see us as gods, as the earth. As it doesn't matter where we're at. But it seems like it comes in 3s, 6s, and 9s. Not saying the quantitative of the numerical systeming is supposed to be bad or good. But there are things that are people wonder why they can't figure it out. They can't find certain things. I always say when it gets that far, you allow it to be where it's at. You don't have to be dismissive, but you've been seeded as well, and you can always go back to it later and say, "Oh man, I got to figure this out." Going to figure something out doesn't mean that you're going to get the answer. It's not like a deposition where when you got exhibits A, B, it's not always the case. When I'll lash out at you. It's discipline, and I can be calm with it. But we're in a time of turbulence where people feel like they can challenge and go unchallenged. No, I'll be like, what do you because I'm really like that story Jonah. I am stubborn to the core, and I will not sit there and parlay and ride with you on that horse with no horseshoes, hell, 3 legs, hobblesome, and it can't even use the bathroom. Like, how far you think you're gonna get on that? You're actually gonna get nowhere, And if people don't want to do that, I'm not the one who wants to sit there and talk about apology. I'm not the one that wants to sit there and doing I apologize. Like, no. I'm gonna hold you accountable, and you need to hold yourself accountable. I hold myself accountable. I do it 24/7. I even think about some of the things I'll be saying. And I know that not everybody gets it. And I know that sounds like I gotta explain it. And that's no problem as long as they ask the right question. If they don't ask the right question, I'm just not gonna sit there when that's the furthest thing from my mind. Because obviously if I'm discussing or it's indicative to who I am and paramount, especially when everybody else knows. Like if I say my phone goes off around the 22nd or 24th, because I'm not paying the bastards. When they have people go in there who are corrupt, the system breaks down, it went offline and all this other stuff, and they talking about, I don't owe you nothing. It's always paid. People want to be stubborn as if they have control over it. They didn't even invent the damn cell phone, and now they're trying to say a Peckerwood invented the cell phone. I was laughing my butt off. The guy was smiling in the picture. He didn't invent the cell phone. And if y'all look it up, you'll see it. This is how sickening and how desperate. And when you see how sickening and desperate are people that want you to think they're powerful based on weapon, because they can manipulate you, when you start walking in your truth, the manipulation is gone. You're not a vagabond in your own skin suit having a physical experience that is, consummated relationship with the lie. And if you want to hold on to that consummation, that, a relationship that you have with the lie, I ain't got time for you. Not at all. Not at all. I was like saying to myself, I want to get down to 185. Some of you, when I first did this, I was 235. Right now, I'm roughly 200, 190, 198, 190, right? I want to get down to 185, 5'10" and a half. I came out here wearing a size 40, went down to 38. I had a couple of jeans. I went to a 36. I can wear a 34. I wanted to get down a little more, you know what I'm saying? And it's not about summertime. No, it's about health as well. I haven't taken that garbage pill, that poison that they created. I haven't had a stroke. I mean, if I had a very minor one, I don't know, but I haven't. I know that the system is geared and created in a way disproportionately to be against the original people of this land. And I don't have time for crazy. If you want to be crazy and you don't want to let go of it, and that's the only thing you know, or that's your reactionary state, I'll shut you down. Go be wherever you at. I mean, that's how it is in the first place. And that's for a lot of individuals. That's for anyone. I've always been that way and will never change. I'm a person, if I get hard pressed, you're going to know I'm there. Yeah. And you ain't going to do a damn thing other than this. That's what our people do a lot of. And then when they react based on emotions and feelings, they do the dumbest shit. You know? Righteous heart is contagious, but it's not always, some people are resentful for it because they're in a different space. I'm not attempting to occupy your old screwed up ass spaces. You ain't talked to me in 4, 5, 6 months. You don't say a goddamn thing to me now. You sitting there saying something, and everybody know that I talk to everybody. I don't sit there and ignore phone fucking calls. I'm not built like that. And if I don't see nothing, my voicemail's fucked up. But if I don't see nothing, and you talking a whole lot of hoopla, you fucking call somebody else. Or you talking to somebody else. It ain't me. And if you're broken and you think you come over and I need someone to dump on, I ain't nobody to dump the fuck on. You straighten your shit up before you come over, or you stay the fuck out in that field with that scarecrow. I don't give a goddamn. Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you sure did. Right out the grave. And you're going back to it too. This time, but the grave ain't the last stop. So enjoy your little fake ass world. Your fake false entitlements. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run in here, do what I gotta do, get this little Lord wash, because I want to get back, get the live over. Hopefully I can read it within 20 minutes and then have a little conversation. And I want to get the swinging, you know, get them elbows and asshole, you know, swinging and cutting and measuring and doing what I got to do. You know what I mean? If you donate, I appreciate you. We had a donation come through from Taylor, Miss Taylor or Walada. Appreciate the hun. We actually had a wonderful conversation. I had a conversation with another brother. He said, don't mention them, so I'm not going to mention them. Excuse me. If you want to have a one-on-one, but all you got is rage and crazy and everything else, I ain't got time. I don't have time for that shit. I don't care. If you don't know how to communicate, but any other time, it's about the great I am. I don't want nothing to do with the great I am. None. For the perfect and perfect. For the perfect imperfections, yes. But for the imperfection of some false perfection, no. No. Not at all. It's me. All right. So I'm always wearing this on my head, and everybody see me with this every once in a while, right? And they're like, and they're doing double takes. And they, yeah. So is that Dan? No, he would have a sling on. He has surgery. I got to go over to Dan. He's got a whole bunch of eggs from his chicken coops. That's why I got these. Damn. I got these right here to go and collect some fresh, real eggs. You know what I mean? I'll eat them. You know? But I don't do crazy. You know, I do karate, but I don't do crazy. Crazy don't get shit done. That's good for comedy, but it don't get nothing done. Nothing. Nothing at all, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I love that damn. You know, yeah, Jeep Gladiator, the Renegade. I wouldn't mind trading this bitch in for one of them, but it's too small. I just want a diesel truck. I don't want the dually either. That's just not in the mountain areas. That ain't good. Good for hot shot maybe, but no. Oh no, you came in there early. All right. So I just wanted to come on and say that. I know somebody probably saw and thought I was gonna go all ballistic and crazy. That never accomplishes anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't like ugly. I can give ugly. I really don't like ugly at all. But if you got a whole lot of ugly and you're stuck in a place that you can't communicate, I don't have shit to do with it. I check my Gmail like twice a week. If I don't see no messages from nobody, then it's very unimportant what you got to say. I look at my phone, it lets me know, even when it's off, who called in because it uploads. And I go to voicemail, I can see everybody that leaves a voicemail. Even though it's not working as, I can fix it. I just, you know, it's there. And you can say all you want. If I don't see it, if you don't leave a message, which they upload, not always, because you know how the system is, be patient. You know, take the time. Yo, Donna, what's happening? Yo, Vanabelle, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You got your dev, and then I'll shout you out. Yeah. I don't know, fake ass account. If you need a fake ass account to come here, you ain't worth talking. You ain't even worth nothing. But yeah. Millennial, what's up, mama? Hey, what's going on, beautiful? Anyway, let me go in here, get the sandpaper, another pack of screws. I got to pick up some more. I'll pick up the 2x2s. I got them on side. They come in 6s, but they got an 8 for me. So I'm going to pick that up on the way out. So I'm going to run in here, grab those 2 things, throw them in here. I'm going to run over here, throw this load in, and I'm going to go on and put some stuff to pick up at Walmart, some propane tanks. And then I'm going to head back over there, set it up. When we hit the live, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to put an exact time and I get there like 10 minutes later or something. I want to attempt to be a little punctual. I mean, I was punctual all my life. And now it's like, you know what I mean? So, damn, dude, you getting a suntan? You getting a sunburn. Put some, I'll get the sunburn. Anyway, feeling grand, OG. Say, oh, I appreciate you, fam. I'm going to see you guys here in a little bit, all right? I might come on and chat. Hell, I might sit down while I'm washing the clothes. I might sit up and read it while I'm here just to get it out the way, all right? All right, and I'll let you guys know. And y'all see it, all right? So just be on the lookout, all right? And stay off that meth. That's all you got to do. Anyway, so tell me yesterday, I'm going to get my teeth. Just stay off the meth. Just before you walk around like Hunchback of Notre Dame, all right? I'm gonna contact you on Google. Yeah, but you know, you can contact me in other ways. Millennial, feeling grand. I found wild peas. Oh, you found wild peas yesterday? Oh, where? Man, look, man, hey, man, you gotta bless it, brother. I gotta come down. We gotta visit. Anyway, let me get in here, do what I gotta do, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, and I appreciate you guys. All right, you already know. All right, y'all have a grand day.